Welcome to Santa Ines Mission in Solvang, California. Santa Ines was the 19th mission in California and established in 1804 due to the large Chumash population and overcrowding in Santa Barbara. Let's go on a tour. Here are some of the books of the mission. This one is written on a parchment that was covered with wood. The books we saw at the mission were full of hymns and scriptures and were all in Spanish. Behind me is a piece of woven fabric. It was built at the mission. It was probably used as a tablecloth because it is very waxy. Life at the mission would have been hard, but to make things a little easier, the Spanish brought tools with them. We can see some of them here, including an early rifle. This is a vestment chest. It was used to keep priests' clothes because back then they didn't have any closets. In this room, we see some of the vestments worn by the priest, primarily during Mass. You can see a wide variety of colors, and some of the vestments were used only during certain times of the year, like Easter. In the next room, we see the Chapel of Madonna. It was added during a renovation to the mission in 1947. The statue you see here is of the Virgin Mary and was made in Germany. At the height of its population, 718 people would gather in here for Mass. Even today, both English and Spanish Mass ceremonies are offered here. While much of the church is original, it was restored in 2007, and the pews we see here are fairly new. Let's head on outside. This was the main part of the church where masses were held every day. Here you can see some of the original wall made from adobe, which means mud, brick in Spanish. Now we are outside in the garden, which is about 1/3 of the size of the original area. This garden is fairly new, and in 1804 was the center of the farming activity for the mission. In 1812, at the peak of its production, this ranch was home to about 7,000 cattle, 5,000 sheep, 100 goats, 100 pigs, 120 mules, and 600 horses. Now that's a lot of animals. Here you can see a grotto. A grotto is a religious shrine and usually contain statues of saints. This grotto was built in honor of Saint Joseph. In May 1844, this site also became the home of Our Lady of the Refuge of Sinners College, the very first college in California. Young men would attend school here to become priests. Part of the mission site also contains a graveyard. Close to 500 early settlers and 5 friars are buried here. The first burial took place in January 1805 after a young Chumash girl named Kahitana passed away. The last one was in 1975. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I hope you learned as much as I did. Bye.